One very interesting study in US, it was done which looked at children of working mothers, and they found that when you have a working mother, the daughters tend to be in more leadership positions just because their mother is a working mother. Doesn't matter what position. Just having a working mother at home motivates the daughter, and generally when you look at her career trajectory, she tends to be in more leadership roles. And the boys of working mothers tend to help more with household. So I think they've become more empathetic, right? So very important about building that kind of culture and community and removing conscious bias. But let's talk about something more insidious, which is the unconscious bias. So this to me was very interesting, right? There was this last Independence Day celebration. This was released by Tata Tiscon, and it was talking about the real nation builders of modern India. And I think these are phenomenal people. There's Homai Baba, there's Dhyan Chand. There's a lot of amazing men leaders. But do you see something? Do we feel there's something missing? Yeah, what happened to that 49.6% of the population? And this is Tata. Mind-blowing, right? So I was, again, this is a pet passion of mine. So I wanted to bring out a book, and I'll talk a little bit about it, but let me put on these pictures. So these are pictures from a book that I've recently released this year. It's a group work by two of my other friends, and again, it's a whole community, and we actually got, and the book is about 51 women role models from India. I'll just show it to you. We can talk about it at break time. It's called The Dot That Went for a Walk, and it's got 51 women role models across 51 different professions. It's a truly collaborative work in the sense that we have got 51 women artists all across India creating this phenomenal artwork. So the beauty of these 51 women is they are across different professions, but they are also pioneers. That means they were the first in their field. But when we looked, right, the good thing is when we started searching, we found that there are amazing stories to do, amazing stuff we can celebrate. So we said, how do we narrow these hundreds of women names that are coming up? So there were two criteria. One was that they had to be pioneers, because breaking that glass ceiling, right, crossing that chasm, the first one always takes a little bit extra energy, a little bit extra drive. And the second thing was that you needed to leave an impact in your field. It was not enough that you were first PhD in a certain area. You had to build something from that learning that you were there. So, okay, so here's a quiz time. I know I've chosen artwork for purpose because it might have been too easy. Any guesses? There are some hints. So she's wearing anklets. She has got animals. She is the founder of a very, very famous, popular school. Yes. Rukmani Devi, and Kalakshetra, that's the school that she founded. Phenomenal. Did you know that she was nominated to be the president of India? She declined, and she's responsible for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act. So yeah, great, right? Okay, next one. Who is this one? This actually no one gets, and it's really sad, but I'm hoping some of you might be. So again, a lot of the artwork kind of reflects what she might be about. Indian art, culture, heritage, preservation. Yeah, this is a difficult one. That's why I think you should all get a book, because these are the nation builders of India. This is Kamla Devi Chattopadhyay. She was actually the first feminist of India. So you won't believe her story, right? So she got married at the age of 12 or 14. Her husband passed away, so she got married at 12, she became widowed at 14, and of course, in those days, widows were supposed to be just be in a separate area and, follow those austerity measures. But she decided, nope, I'm going to go to school, I'm going to go to college, and, then she fell in love with actually Sarojini Naidu's brother, so she married him. And then she actually got divorced because she decided that didn't work out. So amazing. I mean, and I think what is amazing about these women is that they've charted their own path. Each one has a unique story to tell. And hence the title of the book that said The Dot That Went for a Walk. But, besides that, the beauty of this Kamla Devi is that she actually started the Miranda School in Delhi. She's also set all those heritage emporiums that you see. So her whole passion was to how can we preserve Indian arts and crafts and make sure that we provide them a platform to sell their arts and crafts. It doesn't die down. So as part of, she was the freedom fighter, and as part of post-freedom, she kind of enabled and set up institutions that exist even till today. And no one knows her. And that's what we need to correct. So, okay, this one is another, I'll just stop after this. This is another phenomenal person. And again, I know the artwork is, I've kept it on purpose that way, so it's a little bit distracting, but maybe anyone wants to guess? I'll give you a hint. She's a botanist, the first botanist of India. There's actually, in the picture, if you see, there's a magnolia flower. And one of the magnolia flowers is named after her. In the interest of time, this is Janaki Ammal. She was the first PhD botanist of India. She actually, I don't know if you know, in 1800s, India used to import sugar. So all the sugar cane that we see in UP, actually we used to import sugar from Malaysia. And she's the one who created a strain of sugar cane that could be suitable for Indian climate. So they brought something from Mauritius, cultivated it, and created a strain that is suitable for Indian climate. And that's flourishing sugarcane that you see in different parts of the country now. So Janaki Ammal, do look up these women, phenomenal stories. And again, I'm not going to go through each one of them, but there are some more and many more, 51 more of them in the book. But part of it is that I wanted to kind of just conclude that session with saying that role models are very, very important. I mean, and Vanitha stated that. And we have a lot of role models. And I believe that each one of you is also a role model for your child and for the community. So don't lose that opportunity. There is a lot we can do together. And again, if you're looking for we have people in this room as well as we have people in the book. There's a lot to celebrate. Let's just keep building that community and building that aspiration for excellence, right? So even our center is called Women's Excellence Initiative, where the idea is that, a lot of times we give up too easily. The idea is to go all the way. And I think one of the things in this book, the women we have chosen are the women who have gone all the way. Whatever field they've chosen. So we don't say one field is better than other. Whatever you choose, just go all the way.